Welcome back to Brewbots and Barbells, where we lift pints and weights. If you're new here, I'm Bennett, and this channel is all about great beer, great people, and the stories behind every glass. Today's beer is a big one, literally. This is King of Terrors, the 2025 release from Copperhead Brewery in Conroe, Texas. It is a 15% ABV Imperial Stout, and this is one of those beers where everything has to be executed perfectly or it all falls apart. Before we even taste it, we need to talk about what an Imperial Stout actually is, because beers like this don't exist by accident. So what is an Imperial Stout? Imperial Stouts trace their roots all the way back to the 18th century England, but they earned their name exporting beer to Imperial Russia, particularly the court of Catherine the Great. To survive long journeys and cold climates, brewers made stouts bigger, bolder, and more robust. Higher alcohol, deeper malt bills, and intense flavor. That extra alcohol wasn't just for strength, it acted as natural preservative. Fast forward to today, and modern Imperial Stouts are some of the most complex beers in the world. What should you expect from an Imperial Stout? High ABV, usually 9 and up, full body and rich mouthfeel, deep flavors like chocolate, espresso, dark fruit, vanilla, and when done right, shockingly smooth. These beers are hard to brew. Alcohol amplifies flaws. There's nowhere to hide. Balance, fermentation control, and time are everything. And that's why King of Terrors works. Now, let's talk about this artwork, because Copperhead doesn't miss with presentation. You've got this crowned skull, medieval robes, bats flying through the background, and this glowing orb sitting here with 3 copperheads. It looks sinister, mythical, like something summoned rather than brewed. I even grabbed the King of Terrors shirt while I was there. Same artwork, red variant, and the vibe fits perfectly. Copperhead leans into identity, their taproom atmosphere, their bottle storage, their attention to detail. Everything feels intentional. Shout out to Bart, the owner. If you've been to the brewery, you know the energy, welcoming, knowledgeable, and passionate about big, bold beer. So when you pour this beer, it's jet black. No light is coming through this thing. Not a lot of whole big foam show on this one. It's all about substance. On the nose, you immediately get vanilla, chocolate, that roasted malt, a subtle coffee note that really pulls you in. This is one of those aromas where you already know this beer is going to coat your palate. Now, first sip. And this is where it gets dangerous. This beer is ridiculously smooth for 15%. Chocolate and roast lead the charge. Vanilla rides through the middle, and it finishes clean enough that you almost forget what you're drinking. I've had 8% and 10% beers that felt way heavier than this. The mouthfeel is full, silky, warming, but never hot, never harsh. This tells you everything you need to know about the brewer's control. So one of the coolest parts about this series is how well it ages. While I was at their tap room recently, I tried the 2018, 2022, which unforgettable. That was beautiful. And now the 2025. Same beer, completely different depth. The older vintages picked up darker fruit notes, deeper chocolate, smoother edges. But that's what time does to a well-built Imperial Stout. So I grabbed a 4-pack and I'm aging it. One now, you're seeing here. I'm going to open one in 26, one in 27, and one in 2028. We're going to watch this beer evolve together. So why this beer stands out to me. King of Terrors isn't just big for the sake for being big. It's balanced, intentional, and it proves that when Imperial Stouts are done right, it's not about flexing ABV. They're about craftsmanship. If you're anywhere near Conroe, Texas, make the trip. These sell fast. And this is one of the best stout programs I've had all year. Personally, this is one of the best stouts I've had all year. And you've seen me bring a lot to the table this year. If you've enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, share this with someone who loves big stouts. If you want to see how this beer changes over the next few years, stick around. We're just getting started and I'm not going anywhere. Until next time, guys, keep lifting, keep sipping. I'm Bennett. with brew bods and barbells. Cheers, guys.